Welcome everybody, my name is Misty/Kanisa and this is the 5 anime of the day. Today is Monday, we're starting a brand new week, and I've seen a lot of you guys and your feedbacks that you've given me about the show. A lot of cool suggestions that I got, some things that I want to implement myself. A lot of people have been complaining about the semantics, about the fact that I'm calling it a top when it's not really listing stuff. So I explained it, but it's still not good enough. So we're dropping the top, and now everyone can stop being little bitching babies. And it's just 5 anime about a genre that we're gonna take. If you've read the title, you probably know it's gonna be mystery today. Why not? Before we get into the actual good stuff, I want to tell you guys about Viewster. Some of you already know that I've been working with them to create a brand new franchise, well, a brand new bunch of content on their platform, which is called Should You Watch. And we did a brand new one called Should You Watch High School of the Dead. If you would like to check it out, I think it turned out pretty good, and it's going to be the first link in the description. So do me a solid if you can, swing on by, check it out, watch the video. It helps me out, me and Jess, a lot because we put it as a workload over what we already do. So if you could just go by, spend like 7-8 minutes, check it out, it's really helpful. Another point that I wanted to bring was that I'm gonna slightly switch the way that I'm doing the 5 random anime. Instead of getting 5 random, I decided to go with 4 random, and then at the end add my personal selection for the day. Since I know so many anime, I think there's a lot of underrated shows that I think could be interesting if I was the one to bring it up for you guys. So we're gonna try to stay in thematic of what they are every time, so it can fit the theme and everything we're going for. But besides that, I'm gonna try it out this week. If you guys like it, we'll keep it. If not, then we'll try it again some other time, or we'll just go back to just 5 random at all time. So now that I'm done with the blabbering stuff, let's get into actually generating those lists. And the first one we'll get for today is gonna be in the mystery team, Hamatora. Cool! Straight up something that I'm not really used to talk about. I think I've covered it once before, so I'm really psyched to actually get involved with this one again. Hamatora, here's the clip. Thanks, Jess.
ご苦労様。お手柄ですね。
我々は何もやってません。到着した時には全部終わってました。
Entry number 1, Hamatora. Hamatora has a very interesting premise. In this world, some people have the talent to create small miracles. It's not a skill available to everyone, but Nisei and Murasaki, who owns a detective agency, are some of the people with this ability. Usually they focus on solving their own cases, but when their friend Art tells them about a case where there's a serial killer who decides to murder people with this power, they get kinda involved in the case as well. This anime is 24 episodes long. It's relatively simple to knock off if you want to give it the time of day. The visual might not be the strongest key point, but its character development and the story itself makes the anime a very intriguing show that you'll just blaze through. This anime is also available on Crunchyroll.com/Misty if you want to watch it in Sweet Baby HD. Baby not included.
Minimum holder か
あいつに何聞かれたの？
Number.
なん？
Now the second pick for today is gonna be still a mystery. Dusk Maiden of Amnesia. Cool one. Really like this one. Again, not a show that I get much of option to talk about. It's kind of comedy. It's not really. It's mostly horror, but it definitely fits the mystery theme as she's a ghost. And check out the clip and tell me what you think about it after that.
鏡の前では絶対に。あれ、なんだっけ？
Entry number 2, Dusk Maiden of Amnesia. Mystery is definitely the key factor of this show. This anime, which is mostly an amalgam of genre where horror, romance, comedy, and supernatural all blend together, creates one hell of a show. Pun intended. Dusk Maiden's story is about a school. 60 years ago, there was a girl who died in the basement of the school. Now she haunts the property. Skip forward a few decades and you're back to the present where the main character and his friend try their best to understand what happened to that ghost girl, who, well, forgot his past. Amnesia is usually a massive buzzkill for me in anime, cause I think it's a big cop-out, but I tend to let it slide in a case like this where it's about investigation and it kind of makes sense. Overall, it's a fantastic title that you should test out if you haven't so far.
私の体が気になるの？またこっそり見たいと思ってるんでしょう。
そんなわけ。
これはお預け。
And thus he picked number 3, thinking he was gonna get something good, and instead he got Cuticle Detective Inaba. Now, I got mixed feelings about that one. It's an interesting one. It's not a show I've got. I don't think I ever talked about it. It's for a very secluded audience. I think so. So let's play the clip, and I'll show you what I mean as we go through the amazing world of Cuticle Detective Inaba.
音野警部と尾形警視だ。
あの二人組むらしいですよ。
仲が悪いことで有名なのに。
例の国家機密文書と同じ
Entry number 3, Cuticle Detective Inaba. I got stumped a little on this one because the mystery approach for it isn't its main appeal. Cuticle Detective Inaba's story is set in a world where people are half creature and half human. But when those people commit a crime, it makes it quite difficult for the police to identify the criminals since the clues are so supernatural. Enter Inaba, who's half wolf and a detective, as the title implies. It's his job to find the missing links in every case. You'd think with a definition like this, the show would be kinda dark and gritty, but it's the complete opposite. This anime is heavily focused on comedy, the jokes are original, and the characters are not exactly what you'd expect them to be. Like a goat being a mob boss, or a tiny girl with a really killer instinct. Overall, if you feel lighthearted, try this one out.
OK 尾形。さっさと帰るぞ。
ヒロシ、お前何を。
ポリシーに反するが、熊の毛は俺が染める。
And the final pick, well, the number 4 pick, there's still a final one after that, but Mirai Nikki, a classic. I think you guys are gonna like it. Yeah, I guess it's supposed it fits the mystery theme. Everyone and their grandma knows about it, but it's the point of the game, and for the people, maybe the newcomers don't know about this one, it's a great one to start on. So, let's wrap it all up with this one.
生きてるか。少し待て。今因果率の調整中でな。
Entry number 4, Future Diary. Essentially, everyone kinda know about Future Diary already, which makes it almost a wasted entry. But if you're from the lucky ones who never seen it, this is a show you'll sort in a matter of seconds. This anime is a survival show, not quite like Hunger Game, where everyone is in the pit in an arena, but not too far off at the same time. The story follows Yuki and Yuno, two students who are summoned by the god of the world to kill off the other players, and they have a phone with a special ability each. They have to team up or work alone to kill off the other players in the game. It's a super well acclaimed title. It has gore and nudity, so keep it in mind as you dive into the show, because it can get pretty rough. But that's how we like it.
殺される。このままじゃサバイバルゲーム最初の脱落者になっちゃうよ。
And finally, the final pick, which is going to be my suggestion for today, it is Shinsekai Yori. If you have not seen it, I think it is one of the finest show out there. It knows how to build an ambience, and it's just a masterpiece to watch. So, we're going to play the clip just like the other ones, how we do them, and I'll talk over it as we go along. So enjoy Shinsekai Yori.
大丈夫よ。何これ。宿霊よ。とうとうあなたにもや。
And finally, number 5, Misty's Choice. From the New World, or in Japanese, Shinsekai Yori. Shinsekai Yori is my personal recommendation for today. If you haven't seen it, this is a complete story that will shroud you in a mystery during 25 episodes. It has a pretty heavy ambience, so if you want to dive in a world where some people get kidnapped and then potentially murdered, well, this might be something you'd want to try out. It's a nail biter, I assure you, so if you get anxious easily, it might not be the best thing to watch before going to bed. Stat-wise, it's shimmering on all fronts. The music will set you in the mood, the characters are all interesting, and it's just like reading a good book. Except you're not reading. Well, maybe if you watch it in sub, but look, me halfway, I was going for a metaphor here. Just go try it out, come on.
うちの班の優勝はないな。はあ？レイコはいい子よ。ただちょっと調子が出ないだけ。バカじゃないの？
So that's all the time I had for today. Again, if you can swing by Viewster and check out the video we did over there, should you watch High School of the Dead? Maybe you already saw it, but if you just want to hear what I have to say about the show, it would help me out a great deal. So thank you for your time, and I will see you tomorrow as we will tackle a different topic. Again, for one with my suggestion on the list. I still don't know what it's gonna be, but it should be interesting no matter what. And if you like this video, you can always leave a like. Tell me in the comment section which of these 5 is your favorite. Maybe you got one that you like more than the other. Maybe you want to suggest another show that you think is more fitting for the mystery theme. I'm always eager to read your replies. And if you would like to not go through the hassle of coming back every time and type my name in the search bar, you could just subscribe and it will save you the hassle. Also, I know I kind of skipped last week's video for the community video. Jess and I had an appointment for the baby. No big deal, everything's cool. It's just it took over some planning time that I didn't plan. So instead, it's gonna go for this week. The Guess the Anime. If you have not submitted your GIF, it's on Twitter at Cronexia. Again, if you want to swing by there and put your GIF, it's the girl in the police car. Just submit a GIF under that, and maybe you'll get picked, maybe not. I think I have over 1,000 submissions so far, so it's like playing the lottery every time. So thank you guys so much for your time, and I will see you guys tomorrow. So here's the outro. Boom.
On these memories I reflect, I can see